There's been ongoing tensions between the United States and Iran. There were attacks out in the ocean, and then the drone went down, because Iran used one of those air to surface missiles and took it down. I actually saw the destroyed drone. It was on RT News, and they were showing like the pieces of it that they recovered. So Trump actually did plan a strike on Iran, but 10 minutes before they were going to strike, it was called off by Trump. So this came out June 21st, 2019. Fox News, Trump confirms he called off retaliatory Iran attack 10 minutes before the strike. So let's get into this. Trump confirmed early Friday that he called off a retaliatory attack on Iran in response to downing of a U.S. drone 10 minutes before the strike, saying the number of expected casualties was not proportionate to what Tehran did. In a stunning tweet thread, the president said the U.S. was cocked and loaded to retaliate with plans to hit 3 strikes, but he reversed course after asking military leaders about how many would be killed. I asked how many will die. 150, sir, was the answer from a general. 10 minutes before the strike, I stopped it, not proportionate to shooting down an unmanned drone. I am in no hurry. Our military is rebuilt, new and ready to go. By far the best in the world, Trump said. Sanctions are biting more, added last night. So they just threw more sanctions on Iran instead of a strike. Iran can never have nuclear weapons, not against the U.S. and not against the world. You know what? I really think they already got it. I do. I just do. Okay, so you can see the tweets from Donald Trump, 9 a.m., 9:03 a.m., June 21st, 2019. So you can see. And he starts with Obama made a terrible deal with Iran. We heard all that mess before. This man. All right. And Donald Trump, death to America. I terminated deal, which was not even ratified by Congress, and imposed strong sanctions. They are a much weaker nation today than at the beginning of my presidency when they were causing major problems throughout the Middle East. Now they're a bust. Really? They just shot down your drone less than 24 hours ago, but now they're a bust. Okay. He also took a swipe at his predecessor, Barack Obama. He's not going to say nothing we haven't heard. A source confirmed to Fox News earlier Friday morning that the administration made a last-minute decision to call off the retaliatory strikes against Iran. But until Trump's tweets, few details about the aborted mission and the circumstances that led to the reversal were publicly available, and it remained unclear Friday whether strike plans have been definitively shelved. Well, it doesn't say. All he said was he just called it off. Multiple news outlets, including the New York Times, Washington Post, and the Associated Press, had reported similar accounts of strikes being called off late Thursday, citing unnamed sources. These reports portray a mission that would have targeted Iranian missile batteries and radars. Okay. Last significant strike against Iran came in 1988 in response to a U.S. ship hit by an Iranian mine. The operation took out half of Iran's navy. Operation Praying Mantis. No shots were fired and no missiles were launched, according to the AP. Meanwhile, in Iran, the head of the Revolutionary Guard Aerospace Division claimed at a news conference Friday that the manned U.S. spy plane was near the downed drone, but Iran chose not to target it. Okay, so when the drone went down, they probably just sent somebody out to find out what happened. Top White House officials met earlier Thursday for a classified briefing that lasted over an hour about the drone, and those in attendance suggest that a measure response was likely coming soon. So you can see actually the smoke right here that you see, that's when the drone was hit. So they have actual footage of it. Okay, meanwhile, the U.S. Federal Aviation Administration issued an emergency order Thursday prohibiting U.S. operators from flying over water area of Tehran-controlled airspace over the Persian Gulf and the Gulf of Oman due to heightened military activities and increased political tensions in the region. Okay. Now, he called it off. It did not say whether it was going to happen at another time or it just won't happen at all. So, not a lot of detail on that. I'm going to go ahead and play this video.
The operation to strike...
Well, the U.S. and Iran teetering on the brink. Fascinating developments over the last 24 hours. Benjamin Hall, thanks.
Okay, let me start that over. All right.
Well, the U.S. and Iran teetering on the brink. A stunning new development. President Trump just moments ago saying he ordered strikes on Iran, but pulled the plug 10 minutes before they were set to go down. This after Iran shot down a U.S. Navy drone flying over the Strait of Hormuz. President Trump tweeting this just a short time ago: "We were cocked and loaded to retaliate last night on 3 different sites when I asked how many would die. 150 people, sir," was the answer from a general. 10 minutes before the strike, I stopped it. Not proportionate to shooting down an unmanned drone. I am in no hurry. Our military is rebuilt, new, and ready to go. By far the best in the world. Foreign Affairs correspondent Ben Hall is joining us now live in studio here in New York. Benjamin, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Sandra. And President Trump saying there that he called off the strike as he wanted to avoid those 150 deaths. But according to Iran, President Trump actually made a final attempt at dialogue last night, sending a back-channel message to the Iranians via Oman, saying he wanted to talk. There's no word on whether they would take up the offer. The decision to attack was made after the RQ-4 Global Hawk drone was shot down on Wednesday evening. This is video from Iranian state television today after they claim to have recovered debris. The operation to strike Iran was already underway last night. Planes were in the air and ships were in position when word came down to stand back. All day yesterday, though, President Trump gave nothing away.
Iran made a big mistake, and they made a very bad mistake. Okay?
How will you respond?
You'll find out.
Are you willing to go to war with Iran?
You'll find out. You'll find out.
The prospective targets included the radar installation and surface-to-air battery in near Gorok that was used to shoot down the high-altitude drone, which President Trump said was unarmed and unmanned and over international water, adding it would have made a big, big difference had someone been inside. There are also now reports that Israel are concerned that the administration has not been strong enough on Iran. Israeli officials saying that without some kind of military action by the U.S., even a limited one, they believe the Iranians will continue to escalate. And amid the heightened tensions, National Security Advisor John Bolton will travel to Israel on Saturday for a trilateral summit with his Israeli and Russian counterparts. Some believe that Russia may be the only country that has leverage over Iran and could now help to de-escalate tensions.
Fascinating developments over the last 24 hours. Benjamin Hall, thanks.
Thanks.
Yeah. Well, ladies and gentlemen, you got to tell me what you think on this one. You know, I think there will be eventually a war. You know, there's only so much holding back Trump will be able to do. I think Iran will do this sort of thing again. They've done this before in the past where they have shot down drones and took them apart and gave them back to the US. You know, they'll study it. But yeah, I saw that wreckage earlier on RT News. It was, in fact, it was this morning. They had aired that Iran was showing on their, I guess, their TV stations over there, the wreckage of what they fished out of the water, of what was left of the drone. But please tell me what you think, ladies and gentlemen. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace, family.